Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This is a blog from sugar workers. It's issue number 1. Sugar workers have been left in shock and betrayed like no entities and nobody care about them. For years, sugar workers have done their best in the industry and they were hoping to see a fantastic change, but sad to say, with the transition that happened back in 2023, certain monies that were supposed to be paid to the workers, including the Sagicor money, workers were now told it should take between 7 to 8 months to process, and it's been over a year and not a 5 cents we have received from, well, they have not received any money from Sagicor. BAMC promised this money would be paid. Where is it? Where is it? Are sugar workers supposed to be kept being unfair? Both past workers and current workers. We are asking who can help us, or they're asking whoever you are out there that can help, please help. Please help the sugar workers get out money that is due to them. Please help them. They were due money. They did not receive a dime. Okay, they have not received a dime per this particular blogger. Then to see the union that was supposed to help, they abandoned the workers. That's what these workers are saying, that they feel abandoned by their union. Everyone keeps leaving us in the dark, both past workers and present workers. And one of the greatest letdowns from the union is back in 2019, when the president was given a position to be a supervisor. With this move from delegates teams, elections should have been called. Help me here. Okay, so back in 2019, when BOW, is that an acronym? I don't know. When BOW was president, he was given a position to be a supervisor. With his move from the delegates team, elections should have been called, but none were called, although the workers asked for it to be done. But instead, what is this here? Was put as the president. Solider was put as president. He didn't do anything to help represent the workers. He wanted management position. Let me go on. So the workers, he worked a management position. So the workers suffered under him until 2023, then quit. So he was given the foreman position. No elections were called. The poor workers had no say again. Then come Jamar. He was put as president. Workers had no say again. He was the worst of the lot. Never once has he called a meeting with the workers to discuss issues. Excuse me. He never called to discuss issues, or he would avoid discussion that came out of meetings with the union to the workers. It's always nothing and always have a negative view from the workers' side. In his view, there's no need to tell the workers anything. He has all the answers. The best thing he used to do is walk around like pretty dolly. No proper communication with the workers, nor try to stand up when it came to unfairness of the workers. When it was said unfairness of the workers, okay, it was sad to see permanent mechanics that have had years of experience and qualifications and skills in the factory had to watch and accept Shanice putting general workers and management friends workers that just came in the system and paying them the same rate as A-class mechanics, and they don't even have the experience or even the qualifications in the mechanical field. So mechanics had to find themselves under extreme pressure doing double work for the same pay. If you increase general workers' pay, A-class mechanics' pay should have been, why do you say should have? A lot of people do that here in America too. Isn't it should have? It should have been raised too. But that didn't happen, and no one wanted to say anything in fear of retaliation from management and the possibility of losing their job for speaking out. How can Paul let this happen? How can Paul let this happen to us? Since 2024, he had so much follow-up meetings, promises to the workers. Where are they now? Where are they now? It's not that the union hasn't helped with certain issues, but the critical issues have been left unresolved. The ones that affect the workers the most, all we get from the union is bare promises. It has been years since someone has really stood up for the sugar workers. How can sugar workers have shares in a company and they're being kept in the dark since 2024? Not a word from management about the way forward, but yet workers were pushed to start the 2025 crop with no agreement on how workers will be paid. There was no agreement on how workers will be paid with the crop going forward. Nothing has been put in place. No discussion has been made with the workers, but the management team and its bullies to some workers decided to put tons of canes on the yard, and the factory wasn't fully ready. This has now become an ongoing situation for the past few years. It is sad to see the same management in place doing the same thing over and over to receive canes on the 4th of March and up to the 19th of March. Not a grain of sugar was made. Not a grain of sugar was made. So tons of cane on the yard drying out, losing its quality, and most of the sugar content will be lost with so much stale canes. It will result in problems for the sugar boilers producing sugar, and also a loss for molasses. You will have more fiber than sugar content of the canes, which would result in thousands of dollars lost, which will result in thousands of dollars lost. Yeah, I think that I'm adding that on. It's not there. And this is by Anonymous. An anonymous person sent this to me, and this is the blog on the sugar workers issue number 1. So I guess there are many issues. This is the first installment. I ask, please, that when you put pen to paper, just go over and read, put a period here and there, it makes better reading, okay? It just makes for better reading, okay? But this is the first blog coming from the sugar workers. They're not being paid what they were supposed to be paid. They are very disgruntled. They're disappointed with the union and the people who are supposed to be in charge, They are very disappointed. Okay, you can go through and you can look at this blog again. It starts here. It starts here. You can stop. You can actually press stop on the video and read through, and then it ends here. It ends here. I added thousands of dollars. Okay, yeah, so that's it. That's it. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.